So that's a story, a sacred story, not a real story in terms of this really did not happen. For instance, take Genesis 1, the first chapter of Genesis, up to chapter 2, verse 3. That is the priestly tradition's story of creation. And all they want you to focus on is God. Not that it really happened like this. Why? Watch this. First thing that happened in the beginning, God. In the beginning, God. Elohim. In the beginning, God. Now, first of all, in Hebrew, Elohim is plural. Gods. Well, we won't go into that. But Elohim created the heaven and the earth. The earth was void without form. And God said, let there be light. There was light. Light is separated from day. Light is called day. Darkness is called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. That's the first clue. They count time differently than you. Your day starts either 12:01 or daybreak. Their day starts at 6 o'clock in the evening. Incidentally, that's how you end up with Jesus being in the grave 3 days. They got him in about 3. He died at 3, had to get him in before 6, because the second day started at 6. The third day started at 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. And God separated the second day. He creates this space. Now, they believe the earth was flat. There's water down here, water up here. Firmament. Above the firmament, he separated the waters above, waters below the firmament. And evening in the morning was the second day. Third day, he put birds here, cattle here, fish here. Fourth day, what did he do? What did God do in that story? He created the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. Now, the two things very important about understanding why it says that. Number one, they live among a people, the creators of the book of Genesis, who worship the sun. They knew the word sun. They knew the word sun. Why? From the rising of the sun until the going down. They knew the word, but they wouldn't call it a sun. They say, you know that God y'all worshiping, that's the greater light. That's not but a little light, and our God made that. All right? They lived among people who worship the moon. That's the lesser light. Our God made that too. But now you live in 2002, right? How you going to have an evening and a morning and a day without a sun? Fourth day of creation is when you get the sun. They're not talking science. They're not talking how. They're talking who. Who made the sun? Now here's the funny part for me. What's the last thing God made on the sixth day of creation? Say it again. Male and female. God created them in God's own image, male and female. Did you hear what they just told you? And you missed it? What's the last thing God made? Okay. What are they saying to you? I wasn't here on day 1, 2, 3, 4. I said, don't ask me nothing about what happened back there. I ain't getting in an argument with you because I wasn't here. I'm the last thing made. But what I want you to know is who made it all. Who? In the beginning, God. God created earth. God created moon, sun. God created birds. God created me. But don't ask me about them other things. I ain't getting in no argument with you about the Paleolithic age and the dinosaurs. I told you I wasn't here. But all of that, those are sacred stories about the beginning of time, the beginning of everything, with God being the beginning of everything. And our trying to be God, causing confusion. But those are not actual people. Biblical scholars have known that for centuries. That's why they call it prehistory. Chapter 12 is where history starts, the historical.